This is the Variety Show 2024. I'd seen an interesting documentary called Van Life, and it's an interesting trend that a lot of people, mostly younger people, but some older people, what they're doing is they're buying a luxury van and they're living out of that van 365 days out of the year and just going to national parks, going all across the country. And they call them digital nomads. And this documentary talks about how this trend is growing, probably since COVID, since the pandemic. It's become very popular since 2020. The COVID has made it even more popular. But they make money freelancing or doing photography or uploading stuff on social media. But they find ways where they don't really need that much money to live on. They eat very cheap. They go around to grocery stores and cook in their vans, and they spend all their time traveling 365 days a year. This is how they live. They don't live in a house. They just live out of this van. And it's become very popular. College age kids, but older people as well are doing it. These digital nomads are becoming very popular, making money on the internet, making money online if they can make money online. And they don't need that much money to live on, just fuel, because obviously they have to use a lot of gas to drive the vehicle all around the country. And they go across the United States and probably into Canada as well in these vans. Just it's really kind of I mean, I wouldn't do it, but I admire them, those that choose to not live in a house and and they have like little festivals where you look online and you can gather with other what they call van lifers, and you get to meet other people on the road that are doing the same thing. And it goes back to the 60s with the hippies, and it's kind of making a comeback because back in the 60s, the hippies in the 60s, they did that. That was van life was something popular in the 60s, and I think the pandemic has made it popular again. This van life trend. It's kind of like the tiny house movement, people living in tiny houses. It's economical, and it's a way to they're busting out of the matrix. In other words, they don't want to live like normal people. They want to bust out of the matrix, travel, and the variety. Oh, one day I'm in Yosemite National Park. Next day I'm in Rocky Mountains. Next day I'm in San Francisco. Next day I'm in Florida. Next day I'm in Grand Canyon. You never get bored. It might be because of boredom too. Um, Certainly an exciting lifestyle. I know that digital nomads go all over the world too. If you can work online, you can live 6 months in Australia, 6 months in France, 6 months in Hawaii. And there's so internationally too, you could be a digital nomad and travel. I like documentaries. This particular documentary was very interesting that this trend is growing, and mainly economics too, because of you come out. Of course, you have to drive a lot, and if you want to live on the road like that, but they can do everything. They can take showers and they can cook and maintain their luxury van and sleep in there. And they do everything. It becomes like a little house. So I just thought this documentary was interesting. Variety Show 2024.